Master. Clever who make you again Sktv-Lib. Say much tonight.
How it feels being back to your country? My country, I was born right in this beautiful country, back home. It's always a pleasure to be back home, you know. I know we're chasing you. I'm a free man, we are a political party, and I'm back home. I'm proud to be back home, to be with my people. We got a lot of things to do.
Chief, I beg you, your head.
Your supporters are talking to me now. Where do you stand? Thank you very much.
You listen to President.
So we just listened to former President Leah saying that they are ready for the political fight.
Huge number of supporters.
So folks, thank you for watching. Come to our end of this broadcast. Thank you so much. Keep watching as we move to another segment of this coverage. Thank you. I'm James. Next up,
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Worried about people who waiting to sell. The blessing that time and the effort are rest. The brothers giving us the end of from them. So welcome my life with African.
I live for health. Master. Clever who make you again Sktv-Lib. Say much tonight, I say my jamo. And you no money, and you and you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grand bazaar.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do boy ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do boy ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grand bazaar.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Worried about people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time, and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the premise my best. The work with my life with Africa. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from River Sass, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombay, Cape Mount, Monserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. Blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The project is giving us care and the promise of them. So welcome my life with African.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Clay Paris, who make you, I can't Sktv venue. Say my journey, Tina can I say my yamu. And yes, I know money.
If I can hold it live, quick. Let me get it. Give me the key, hold it live, yeah, hold it live. Yeah.
What happened the Kangas sport? The Kangas sport?
Listen up.
I beg you.
You are?
Yeah. You guys have it?
Yeah. So folks, just keep posted as we're moving. Just keep posted. We are trying to make some adjustment. Yeah. I said, me ready to put up. Yeah, but you spun my life. I said, me ready to put up.
Remember pass small. You on the back? Yeah.
The OTC too? Yeah.
Well. What a way to go, folks. Let's share the show. Those of you who just joined. Indeed, thanks to all of you for watching. And we're going to bring all of the happening back to back, right to your doorstep. But again, good evening. Welcome. Yes, today's Monday. Having to be the 22nd day in the 9th month, the month of September. So many things to talk about. So many things happening in the month of September. And yes, indeed, we will talk about all of the happening, all of the things that are going on. But back to back, please, let's share the show, people. Good evening. Good evening to all of you people. Yes, it's not easy, but God is there. God be God, though, even though in the midst of all of the hardship, all of the happening, good and bad. Mind you, they are good and bad. But, sometimes people want, for people to talk about only the bad or only the good. But again, we are here to talk about both the good and bad. But again, ask yourself this question: how much is the politician eating from you people? Because you got to ask, how much are they giving back to you and how much they are taking before you praise them, even if you want to, before you support them, even if you want to. Because if you don't ask yourself questions as to how much or what are some of these things that the politicians are taking away from you and how much they are giving back. Because somebody can take, like for example, someone can take in Grand Cape Mount County, the people, the company that are there, for example, B Mountain, take almost 90% of the people resources. And in fact, take almost, let's just 90% and give the government, because about 10%, give the government 8%. Then the citizens are there at 2%. That's why you see the life of the people there just going back. Like, some of the But again, the modern slavery, now people, I don't care how you want to term it, but we gotta be very serious in our own society. We gotta be serious in our country, and we gotta know exactly what we're heading to as a nation. Because if not, we will not move forward. Because we stay seeing things that happened 1960, 1950, 1940. Some of these things are still happening. But let's try to show people. Well, let's hit around 400. Mr. Kanye already here, but Ali just joining us. The rest of the team will be here with us this evening, and we will discuss so many things trending. But me welcome Mr. Cannon. Mr. Cannon, good evening.
Yeah, Mabel, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm getting Mr. Cannon. Go ahead. You are okay.
Yeah. So good evening to you, and good evening to my fellow Liberians in Liberia and around the world. I want to say thank you to all of you for what you do for Sktv and from Liberia. Those of you who share the show, we cannot thank you enough. And those of you who are not sharing the show, we always here. We also want to say thank you. However, we encourage everybody to try to share the show every time you come here, so that you can share the joys, the information with your fellow Liberians around the world. So whether you are in a group or you have a page, wheresoever you are, or your personal profile, we encourage you to share our show every time you come on. Sktv is the only place where you come and hear factual information, and we will give it to you unfiltered. So I want to say thank you to all of you for following Sktv. Melbourne, it's good to be here. I've been following a lot of happenings in the country. Hopefully, when we get into the conversation, they will be able to dive into the happenings in the country. But I want to say thank you and what is going on in Liberia.
Wonderful, Mr. Kane. Thank you for always being here with us. That's just so magnificent, because when you are here, you also add more flavor to the show. And let me welcome Brother Ali quickly, then we will delve into, and I know you want to know exactly what happening, but let me welcome Brother Ali quickly. Brother Ali, good evening, and maybe it's afternoon to your end, but after the weekend, good evening to you. And how you doing?
Yes, Mayborn. Good afternoon from my end. Good afternoon to Mr. Kane. Good afternoon to our listening audience and followers. Ali Mashali, Baltimore, Maryland. Glad to be here. Alhamdulillah. Thanks be to God, my brother. The weekend was okay. How was yours? How's the family?
Wonderful. We are doing great. God is there by our side, and we're good to go. So let me move straight to Mr. Khan's question. Then I know maybe you all have other training issues, maybe throughout the week, but we're back after the weekend, and today the 22nd day in the 9 month. So those of you who joining us, please share the show. At least we need almost 200, and we want to hit almost 400. But thanks to all of you, those of you who are also watching and listening to us via the radio. Yeah, so Mr. Kane, you are quite correct. This Monday is a busy Monday for us here back home, waiting from the former president, the arrival on today, that also spark of mixed reactions, especially coming from the public, coming from the supporters, coming from the joint security and so forth at the Rabat International Airport and so on. But also we, in fact, Liberia today also received a delegate also from the MCC. Those of you who understand that just a short abbreviation of the Millennium Challenge Compact, they are here according to information to observe some of the happening back home and go back to the headquarters to report to the MCC headquarters in New York. So again, yes, indeed, we have some delegates from MCC that are here. And also on today, not too long, the president of the Republic of Liberia have some interactions on the UN Assembly that talked about so many things. I know that we'll also chip into that. Liberia was also following, but unfortunately, there was some things happening that I know, which of course we also talk about, that our president was cut off because of time difference. That I think he went over a time, or there was some time given to him. So the system was set up at least so that our president can be in time. So apart from that, Mr. Kana, yes, the country been tense since this morning with some issues between the supporters of the CDC and that of the jury security, but at long last, at least we thank God, at least where we are observing that the former president just arrived and kinds have been restored, and the people, those supporters from the CDC, they are welcoming their outstanding bearer. So apart from that, Mr. Cannon, even though there are some truly national issues pertaining to some lawmakers that was seen over the weekend in Nimba County, that also sparked of mixed reactions coming from Nimba. And I hope, saying you are son of Nimba, you will also chip us in with that. But there are mixed reactions about happening when it comes to see the meter, some of the companies or some of the accession agreements or concession agreement rather, that some of our lawmakers, they sometimes pack, or in fact they go behind closed door, they pass behind the door to do some deals and so forth. So our people alleged that in fact they are tired of all of the happening, even coming from Bay Mountain. There are some information, some confirmed reports about mixed treatments of our people there from Grand Kema. Yeah, so nothing much, Mr. Khan. So far, so good. The only basic day today, or the only basic thing, is about the arrival of the former president in the country. So far, so good. The CMC also over the weekend, also I think that was the CMC women, I don't know, the girls brigade. They were seeing, with huge crowds and so forth, doing their own engagements over the weekend, and that was just so magnificent. So yeah, so far so good. These are some of the training national issues back home, Mr. Connor. Any other thing that will go along, we will inform our people. But the rape case or the rape issues stay the same. Liberians are still concerned about the issue of pick and choose. That's the word they use when it comes to the issue of the rape situation between the suspended former deputy or youth and sport minister, Mr. McGill, issues, and the police continue to remain tight-lipped. They're talking about DNA tests and so forth. But there are a lot of people who are reacting that no, this is not what we want, including Prophet Key also having his own mixed reactions, that they voted the government not to shield anybody, not to bend the rule of law, but to do the right thing. But how come this government is now shielding people? This government is now finding who to pick as to who to jail and who not to jail. So yes, so we could go, Mr. Connor. So far, maybe other things that you've been observing outside. Maybe you will also chip in with us, or maybe inform us about that. But so far, so good.
Okay,
Mr. Connor.
yeah, thank you there for the update. Yes, at least, but unfortunately for me, I didn't follow the president of United Nations General Assembly addressing. I didn't follow it. Yeah. But so far, so good. Thanks for the update. And to the former president, His Excellency President Weah, welcome back to the country. It's nowhere than home. Even we are abroad, when we go back home, we feel so relaxed and satisfied being home than even when we are out. Even though we live in here, but when we go Liberia, the way we feel comfortable and things, it's even more than when we are back here. So it's nice being home. Welcome, Mr. Weah, former president. And to the issue about the MCC, yeah, we welcome them to the country. At least let they come and do their one or two investigation and see what will happen at the end. And to our president, President Boakai, but maybe you get the president's speech at the United Nations General Assembly.
Well, I will follow about 2 minutes back to back, following the arrival of the MCC officials, and also in there, also we the news are just too much. LDA, officers that have been dismissed, tested, or positive when it comes to the issue of drugs, and so many things. Liberia is just bucket with a lot of news, my dear brother Aliu. So we don't even know which was the president we were following, but then later on we had to switch to another one. But I think the president speech was just all about the 30th anniversary of the 4th World Conference on Women. Belgian declaration, and I think the human rights and so forth. I think these are things that usually most of our leaders talk about. Yeah, so I think that was good, but I didn't really end it, so I don't want to say, but I'm reading through, and I know it will be posted in already on the website of the executive mansion. Yeah, but I need to go back to what was happening. I don't know whether Mr. Connor read it. If not, let's go back to your own political party, because today there are a lot of things been happening this morning, ranging from your own supporter partisans of the CDC this morning, and there was little should I say scuffles or arguments or disagreements between the security officer this morning and that of your supporters, even though there are reports that five of your partisans have been arrested, and I think they were taken, if so, they were taken to the to the Liberia National Police headquarters. If not, whether they have been released or not, we are still yet to get that information confirmed. But that's a unconfirmed report that we got from the media that five of your partisans was arrested this morning between, or in fact, because of some scuffles between the Liberia National Police and that of your partisans. But what say you with the entire happening this morning, from the morning and up to the afternoon, up to the evening?
So far, so good, me, but I was not really following, because when I heard that the former president will arrive by 5 5:45 Liberia time, and that was the only time I decided to go on YouTube to follow his arrival, how it will be. But the entire incident that led to people being arrested, all of these things, no, I didn't witness it. I don't know what was the cause. Yeah, but for me, this is not something strange. I expected that to happen once the former president is coming, and you see people going to receive him. And we know the type of government we have right now in the country. People were posting back to back, oh, he can come back to the country. He will not use the VIP lodge. He can even say, try it. This, all kind of funny posts people were making. People were saying a lot of things. And we know the kind of government we have now. When this is why they are not proceeding the right way, they are not doing anything, because all their focus is on George Weah and the CDC. So when they say Josh, we are coming, you should expect the police to be to the airport. And simple mistake, they are going to handle you any kind of way. Even though I didn't witness it, but for me, it wasn't anything strange. I expected to hear that people were going to be tear gas, that people were going to be beat up, that people were going to be arrested. No matter how they conduct themselves, I expected that to happen, but I didn't witness it. Yes, I just went, just they gone. I think I can see 15, 20 minutes to just watch the arrival, and that was all. But this is
Great.
not something new. I expected it.
Good. Yeah. So everything started this morning. I think some of the partisans started arriving this morning between 7 to 8 up to 9 o'clock. And let me say this to the Liberia National Police or the Joint Security, they did extremely well. It's just that there are some, or maybe there are some, maybe missteps along the way. For me, that's what I would say, because there are difference between protest and that are the kind of more activities. Sometimes we get these things wrong. Sometimes we put our emotions. Sometimes we put our feelings into all of these things. And but let me be frank, and to all Liberians under the Constitution of this land have the right to freely associate and to freely disassociate, no matter which party you from, no matter who you support. So I think, Brother Ali, you were just saying something, and this issue of us focusing Liberians, focusing on political parties, the issue of just being so, I don't know, we can say combative, being so, rude against each other, instead of us putting most of our strength to the politicians who are looting the country. We don't care, but we care about who we can insult, who we can be with, which side we think we can be. And all of these things, the politicians, they are benefiting from you just because your mind is not on them. Your attention is not on them. You are focusing on how to insult your brother, or how to insult their sister just because they own, for example, they own party A, party B, and you own party C. So I think the issue of us Liberians, for me, I will say this to all of us as people, because Brother Alida is stated, even on the internet, insulting will not solve the problem. I can say this to all of you. You can insult from now to even 500 years. It will not solve no problem. It will make you tired. It will make you feel like, in fact, you have nothing to even discuss. So the only thing that always comes out of you is to insult. No. And you have, gradually failing on something. Because although you are not discussing national issues, but the only thing you can do is to insult. Politics, like for example, the MCC people that come today or that came here today, you know what the reason? You don't know. You don't know the reason why these people are in country. But all you want is to just insult. When these same people go back tomorrow and try to sanction people, they have issues. If these same people go back tomorrow and give the human rights report, they get issues. So the way we do politics, no wonder why the politicians, they are succeeding the way they are succeeding, because they think that all Liberian love is politics. In fact, they hate each other. I don't see it. I don't get it. That somebody be playing for team A, you play for team B, but you want to insult it. But no, even the footballers, they don't insult each other. They don't do. They play on the football field and see as to who's going to win the game and who's going to score. But look, what I saw today, what I even watched, even from the security, from the joint security, let me say this to other joint security forces. I know what you people are going through. It's not easy. But if you go back to the Police Act of 2015, that was signed to law 2016, on July 22nd, it will tell you about you not being part of any political party. Don't be a partisan. You know the reason why, quote unquote, for almost years now, people keep saying that when the other party come to power, they always link you to the party? Because of your behavior. Because of the way some of you who are leaders of these police forces, whether it's ERU, whether it's PSU, what kind of forces that you lead, the way you put yourself into these things make for people to think that you are partisan. Amen. Amen. We are all Liberians. Even if you're in party A, that not give you the right for you to even violate the right of other person who in party B. So you, the law enforcement officer, you're supposed to be telling people that no, the only thing we come here for is to also protect you, because in your midst there will be bad people. So all of you here, like for example, we want your where's your hair? You ask for the hair, 1 or 2 hairs, and be able to tell them, okay, please phone your ring. Like for example, phone your I think they, but how do you people have the is that what do you call it? Your people like sometimes control the crowd. How you call them, Brother Ali?
You say what in neighbor?
They sometimes when they're political rally, your guys that can control you sometimes in your mix. How they call them? They get some kind of name for them.
Wait, they force soya or wood?
What kind of force? Good. So the best thing to do, I don't want to just get this thing right. Because sometimes the way we treat each other in the country is terrible. The politicians are getting rich. The politicians are enjoying life. The politician life are moving forward. But when you see one security person attitude towards their own Liberian brothers and sisters who are struggling, you will feel that, to admit. So call the force soldier. Look, these are things the police have to be doing now. Instead of for people to be seeing you like you are partisan. It's bad. Sometimes you and the people can share phone, share joke. They are not protesting. They are not protesting. At least when they are protesting for me, because the word protest, I know sometimes I can enter too. But they are just peaceful assembly or something. So the best thing to do, call for the ring leader and say, okay, we want to see all of you or the ring leader, people 4, 5, or maybe 10 of your men together, so they'll be able to control you people on the side. That's how people work together for the common good of the society. There are a lot of protests around the world. Today, security lost the protest. In Nepal, what happened? So I listened to a lot of people today that were crying that they are always being intimidated. Every time when they want to come out, they want to freely associate. They see security always intimidating them. And this thing will come out in a human rights report. Maybe you don't know. Allow people. Allow people. Well, anyway, but Ali, go ahead. For me, these are things that have been happening from Unity Party time to CDC time, back to Unity Party. The same things continue to happen. And for me, I don't get this thing that people will be treated in a phone manner like they don't have right to associate. Okay, go ahead, my brother.
And maybe this is the question I have been asking, or looking at President Baka, this human rights report that came out for his government, and I want to know as to whether they will be able to work for them to improve the next human rights report that coming up. But I continue to see this thing that brought this damaging human rights report is even getting worse than even the first one. So I don't know where we are going as a nation, because this kind of damaging report are not good for our country. As I said previously, I will continue to say this damaging human rights report also brought problem to our government, where nobody could come in the country to invest. Because if you having this kind of human rights report, who will want to come in such a country to bring their money there for investment? No investor will want to come in such a country. So these are things that we don't have to take lightly when it is happening in the country. As a leader, you have to put your feet down. Because tomorrow, anything happen, they will not say, oh yes, Minister John, Minister Mary, they will say Joseph Nyuma Bwakai. That your name will go. Everything that people say in Liberia today, are they calling Bazwa Kimia name? Are they calling Samuel Tueni? Everything is George Weah. They will not say Samuel Tueni failed the Liberian people, Kimia failed the Liberian people. They say George Weah failed the Liberian people. So as a leader, when you see this kind of report coming up in your country, you need to call your people to order to see how best you can work on it. But instead, the human rights report that came up, we are not seeing no difference. You see, I'm sorry there, my man. If I hold the ambulance for a year. So we are not seeing anything different. So the government, they really need to see what to do to put the security under control when it comes to some of these things. As I said, I didn't witness what happened to the airport today, but minus the airport, there are so many things that have been happening in the country, and it is not good, because these are the same things that were happening that we got that kind of human rights report. And this thing will scare investors from coming into the country. Everybody want to invest their money in a safe way.
But Ali, let me ask you this. Yeah, let me ask you this question. How can footballer of all, who in fact on the playing page, if you see the kind of angle that can be in a footballer, even by the time the referee drop blow against them something, you can see the kind of angle that can be in there. But at the end of the day, even before the game, they will shake hands. They will unite. But on the playing page, everyone have their part to play. Whether that means in the voting room, this should have been in the voting room. But let me ask you this question. How come footballers are more united than politicians? Is that Nigerians, they don't want to use politics to vent out or maybe to bring out the anger in them, or what? Because I don't get, for me, I'm totally confused when it comes to the way that we do politics.
Yeah, but you just said, like, even before the game can start, you will see footballers, they will go, they will line up, they shake one another hand, and then they go to play. After playing again, what will be the next thing? Whosoever win, whosoever lose, all they know the 90 minutes have ended, and they will shake one another hand, and everybody go their way. You see, because this is a game that one person must win and one person must lose. So if you win, fine. If you lose, you accept the result. That's all, and you let it be, and you continue to move on. But you cannot win the game, and you are still angry with the other team that lose. And this is what we see happening in Liberia. How will you win an election, and you are still angry with the person that you defeated? So I don't really understand why. The only thing I expect today, the government is supposed to be focused. You people already defeated CDC, and you should pay them no mind. All you know is to govern the country well, go up to your arrest and general, live up to it, and rescue the country. But instead, you put all your focus behind the people that you defeated, instead of focusing on what you were elected to do. And this is why I don't get it. So footballers, they are not here for that. Those people, they are united because if I go against you because, oh yeah, you and myself play, and then you beat me, then I go against you. Why if tomorrow I sign a contract and count on your team? How is it going to be? This is why I always say we have to be very careful what we say and do when we are in opposition. Because tomorrow you don't know what may happen, and then you will say, no, I have to go to Melbourne side, even though I was to Masale side. And then when you come there now, people will be like, I hope they man is not a spy. I think you can see what is happening today. People will say, oh, the person said so and so team, but George Weah, at the end of the day, he came by. The person said so and so team, but Joseph Bakao, at the end of the day, today, he will unity party. We have to be very careful what we say and what we do. So that's just it there, my brother.
Thank you, Mr. Kane, just joining us. But again, Mr. Kane, I think you are also one person that have been bullied and seriously attacked, even on the social media when it comes to the issue of politics. But again, today, Mr. Kane, I don't know, what say you've been finding out of the political happening. Is that because the way we do ourselves as citizens, that's the reason why the politicians continue to use us in a form and manner? Because they don't care. They look, if you even follow Sir Joseph and what happened in Nimba, oh, I've been writing, I've been doing this. But what's the impact? Zero impact. But the same citizens, we gather and fight each other, insult one another, and even attack each other. But what's the Mr. Kane?
Yeah, so, you know, Melbourne, we have a problem in our country. I follow pretty much everything that was going on today, and I was very much amused by the post Jowiah made hours before he arrived to Liberia. When the citizens, arrived, I cannot call them sedition because not all Jowiah lovers are seditions. There are a lot of people that love Jowiah, they are not part of the CDC. Jowiah is a celebrity. Presidency, now presidency, Jowiah is loved by certain Liberians, regardless. Whether you're in the CDC or you're in different party, people should really respect all of people's right to assemble, the right to freedom of movement. What I saw today, when I saw Jowiah, post asking everybody to be peaceful, and he said something. He said, I made a post today and I asked everybody to be calm. There's no need for fight. Why fight? You can let Jowiah or hit him. Personally, I don't think Jowiah can make a good president based on his record in terms of, carrying on developmental agenda or running the country. But there's one thing that you cannot take from Jowiah. Jowiah is a peaceful person, to be honest. Jowiah is a peaceful person, and he must be given that respect. So also today, sedition, I'm not sure if they did anything wrong, to be honest. But going to go receive their president or their external bureau, there's nothing wrong with that. So this government is very intolerant, and they are behaving even worse than the CDC, because when you are the government, you are the one that's supposed to preserve peace. You're the one that's supposed to protect life and property. You're the one that's supposed to make sure that you produce a conducive environment where, other people from outside, can think about going back to Liberia, even to attract investors. But for you to be the one creating problems, creating chaos, people running around here and there, tear gas unnecessarily, I think it was bad for the government to have done that. But I think they realized it later on. They came back to themselves, and because I saw one of the police officers, I think that was the deputy police director. Yeah, I saw him in a conciliatory, mood, where he told people, we are state police, we are not against anybody, but I think already brutalized scores of the people, and also some of them and lock them up. Those kind of things, it's not good, and I think it's bad. But one thing I want to also mention, Mabel and Ali, whether you like George Weah or not, whether you like the CDC or not, it is an open secret that George Weah still maintains certain number of support in the country. Let's say roughly anywhere between 25 to 28%. It could be more than that. But given what happening down the line, a lot of people are disenfranchised. But you cannot dispute the fact that George Weah has a good number of support in the country. It may not be to the number that amount to putting him over the top to make him president without, other people, helping. But people who love George Weah and Citizens, I think they can account for at least 25 to 28% of Liberian voters. So you cannot underestimate that kind of political figure in the country. And matter of fact, George Weah just left the presidency less than 3 years ago. And I say we'll say less than 2 years. So if you want to be a government who really want to retain power, all you do work towards development. You do something that could change the life of the citizens, so they won't miss, the former president. But for George to even have the audacity, the courage, or Sedition to have the courage to say, let George come back, because Joseph Boakai is underperforming, below George standard. So if you are underperforming below George standard, until somebody else who Laurent believe can perform above the standard of both George Weah and Unity Party, then definitely it will always continue to be some level of binary choice between CDC and the Unity Party. Because if you do the metrics, if you do the measurement, but their performance, CDC is far better than Unity Party in everything, in my opinion. And it can be actually proven by fact. We all know the fact that Unity Party people, ministers, directors, deputy directors of agencies of government, they have now resorted to being talk show hosts. They have all turned to press fingers. That tells you that they are now working. Because you know what? If you have power, you have the best instrument. You have the resources. All you need to do is to work. Use the resources of the country for the people. Let people see you working, change your life. But to do things, every day you are in the vanguard of some level of controversy. Every day you are creating problems here and there. Every day you're doing something, you don't think that are not actually, things that would actually bring development. It says a lot. So I'm not going to call, long matter short. Boakai is a case that keeps on giving to the opposition. I believe whether it's going to be CDC or ANC or any other political party, I believe, in my opinion, based on what we have been doing in terms of development, focusing on changing the life of the Liberian people through development, whether it's the school building, whether it's providing micro loans for market women, whether it's about building bridges or roads. I think CMC is on the right trajectory, and I believe whether it's going to be CDC or ANC or any other political party from the opposition side, we will amalgamate forces, we will bring all the opposition together. I can tell you that CMC will lead the charge. But Joseph Baka and Poland will be defeated because they keep defeating themselves every day. That's what I have to say.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Kana. Even though you sell a lot with the issue of power or authority being given to people, and sometimes it's corner or they may use. But let me get back to Brother Ali with that. Brother Ali, what say you with the issue of instead of people doing the work of the Liberian people, they will corner or they will misuse all of their opportunities. Then when they are no more, then they look for which way to go so that they can continue to get available. So we saw these things continue to happen where people are flop flipping from another political party to another political party. Even they have to insult other leaders just for them to have or maybe to get opportunity. But what say you? Well, because Mr. Kenneth says something very unique that when opportunity is given you, do it to your best so that even you won't be having any container or so forth. Because, for example, in Rwanda, the same thing happened there. Even though they go to elections, but at the end of the day, the men who in power continue to win over and win elections. But what say you? People continue to attack instead of bettering the life or the life of the people. What say you, Brother?
Maybe that's one of the things in Liberia. Is like the people can say you will never know the importance of the well till the water runs dry. That's some of the things that when people are given the power to serve, instead of them serving, they see that power to be maybe that everlasting something. And that's not going to be everlasting. This is just a year. It's not everlasting. So if they give you, they say you get 6 years, do all you can do to the best of your ability so that
Brother Ali, all right, it's like Brother Ali having some technical glitches. But how be it, folks? Yeah, so Mr. Kane, the same question to you because you said something too good for us as people because sometimes it's not just about voting, but it's just about impact, Mr. Kane. And for ever so long, Liberian been voting since 2005 up to now, nearly 20 years.
Maybe, let me tell you this. You know, being elected to state power is an opportunity. Because what happened, there are a lot of people that want that position. There are a lot of people with good ideas, with good plans. But you can only carry on your plan when you get a leadership. You cannot carry on those plans if you don't have the resources of the nation. So when you are given that opportunity, it gives you the power to show to the Liberian people as to who you are, what you are made of, what you are capable of doing. You know, I'm one person who is against dictatorship or anybody try to circumvent the rule of law or the constitution of your country. But let's just take few people as case study. Look at Paul Kagame or Rwanda, like you mentioned. Paul Kagame came through military coup. But because what he's doing for the people, they are forgetting about what happened, how he came there. They are forgetting about that a long time ago. Today, Rwanda is almost one of the, you can say it's one of the best countries in Africa. Whether it's about innovation, whether it's about peace, whether it's about education. The people are already making their own cell phones, making their own cars and shit and stuff. I'm sorry. So look at Alassane Ouattara in Ivory Coast. It was a fight. It was a fight for Alassane Ouattara to come to that position. Alassane Ouattara served 2 terms. Well, go look at Ivory Coast. For me, I don't like that. Personally, I was against him running for the 3rd term. And I'm totally not, in agreement with somebody running for 4th term, 5th term, like nobody else in the country. I don't like that. But look, here people like it. They voted for him almost 80% of the vote the last time for the 3rd term. Right now, they got 2 rows in Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast providing electricity to most part of Liberia. They have 2 rows. Their economy is booming. People gravitate to go there all the time. People from Europe, from France, from other parts of Europe, they visit. They put out the European they can visit Ivory Coast. Not that number of Americans can. In 1 year time, the European can go to Ivory Coast. That number of Americans can't come to Liberia in 10 years. Because we do not have a conducive environment. We do not have the infrastructure development. We have no road. We have no clean or safe drinking water. We are just about politics. Who time it is, the other person will come and misuse the resources of the country for themselves. And I mean, it's just hard to say, maybe. So what I'm trying to say in a nutshell is that Joseph Boakai, if Joseph Boakai was somebody who's smart, he would have used this opportunity not only for himself to actually, retain power come 2029, but to also give some good image to the Unity Party when they squander his own comment, when they squander opportunity in the first 12 years. This was another opportunity for you to come and prove to the Liberian people that whatever happened is already in the past. But you are different people now, you are different party now that is there for the Liberian people. But instead, you focusing on living up to the promises that you made to the Liberian people. Instead of you giving back to your country, instead of you using the resources of the country, but you are putting the resources in your pocket, and then at the same time, try to distract the Liberian people from your lack of development agenda to witch hunt your political opponents, intimidate, harass other people. Look at what they did today to the CDC. It's wrong. But again, I believe this is the last time United Party will come to power, because they were given the chance 2 times. They ran the country for 12 years. Nothing to show for it. Joseph Boakai could not even run on his record to say, well, when I was vice president, this is exactly what we did. And in fact, Joseph Boakai could not even run on a 47-year record to say, before I even became president, I served X and Y and Z position, and these are the things that I did. Look at Joseph Boakai started building estates now in Lofa County after becoming president. For the 7 years, no road to go to Lofa, to go to hometown. For the 7 years, nothing. The only modern building Joseph Boakai built during his term before he became president was in Lofa. Was in in Sierra Leone. So, maybe, long matter short, this country, we have a long way to go. But I believe, in my understanding of what is going on, Joseph Boakai government keeps giving the Liberian people reasons. Not 1, not 2. I said reasons why they should be kicked out of power and never to return. Because, I mean, when you're given the opportunity, all you need to do is just to show what you can do. If you say you're a pineapple, make your own juice. And Liberian people say, you know what? We give you all the money, we give you all the power, show all what you can do. You did it first time, 12 years, you didn't do anything. Now we give you a 10th chance. Now you are behaving miserably again, attacking people, attacking other people not to even perform, not to even exercise their fundamental right. So maybe it's sad, it's very sad, but it's good for us, Liberia, who predicted that Joseph Boakai had nothing in store. The government is all about stealing, it's all about corruption, It's all about taking the people money and putting in their pocket and be fighting other people who they are not to support them.
Thank you, Mr. Karen. I wanted to also ask you because I don't know whether you really been observing something even out to even add to that. Lofa County, under the previous government headed by George Weah, Lofa County was booming. I don't know whether you really observed that, Mr. Karen. Lofa County was place of attractions where the sons and daughters of Lofa County, where they were, seeing, carrying a lot of developments and so forth. But Mr. Karen, what say you with even Lofa County, where you come from?
So what made you think Thomas Fowler won the election in Lofa in District 1? Why do you think Thomas Fowler won against Joe Baka's nephew? Humanly.
It was
Because
development.
because Joe Baka did not do anything. And nephew was only there chasing people around, fighting people, threatening to kill people. Like he also confessing that he killed people during the war. We call it protecting him, people. Thomas Fowler won there because of the little development that he carried there. Let me tell you something right now, Mabon. Do you know only ordinary people have made development in Lofa County? Whether it's under Joseph Nima Boakai government, whether it's under CDC government, at least there was some development going on under Jowia government by ordinary Liberians. When Musa Belete went to, and CMC went to Kwaduboni district, I heard somebody saying, oh, why the CMC going only to Kwaduboni? CMC going to everywhere. But some places are bad in the order. Thomas Fowler and Sajuche and some other guys, they've been doing some work in the other part of Lofa. Well, imagine Melbourne Kwaduboni being Kwaduboni district. How big Kwaduboni is. Kwaduboni has no high school.
Can you imagine?
Joseph Nima Boakai being in government for 47 years. It never occurred to him to say, you know what, let's have high school in Kwaduboni district. Imagine Melbourne. Joseph Nima Boakai was Minister of Agriculture. Joseph Nima Boakai was LPMC director, managing director.
But go ahead.
Imagine all of those things happen, but yet Joseph Nima Boakai was not able to build road from farm to market. He was not able to do anything. Up to now, there's no bridges connecting those people towns and villages in Lofa County. But then the same people of Kwaduboni voted for Joseph Nima Boakai. Amen. Now, he did nothing for them during a 47-year service. Now they voted for you. You're going to 2 years now. The first still have no role. And you care less about that. But now he's taking the building estate now in Foya, saying that he retirement home there. I got a video. We'll play the video maybe tomorrow. The estate of Joseph Baka is paying over. They say that's his retirement home. Why other people languishing in poverty, no road, no food to eat, no bridges. Just 2 weeks ago, people died in one of the rivers right there in Kwaduboni district. Every day that those river crossing point killing people, maybe. But this guy, they don't care about that. All they care about just to wish some people, consolidate power, creating problem to distract Liberian people from paying attention to their failure to provide for them. So, but then we'll talk more when we come back from this.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Connett. So to George John, you also you are quite correct. Let me be frank. So with the issue of politics, like yesterday I said that, Saturday I said that on the show that opportunities, there are people sometimes, they are, should we say they were blessed or they are lucky. Sometimes some people go 2-3 times rather opportunities, but there are other people, sometimes only one time. Like for example, let's just use our mothers and sisters. Sometimes they have only one child, but there are people who have 4, 5, 7, 8 children, right? You see that. Sometimes there are people, sometimes they will get money one time. And there are a lot of opportunities that sometimes will come Other people wait. So what Mr. Connor was saying is that, in short, this government of ours, for me, look, let's be frank and put all politics, hatreds, and so forth that some of you have in your mind about things aside. I was expecting, and I'm still expecting, that this government will do better, will do far better. Because you can be, even up to now, that Mr. Connor was saying, all of the contacts that some of you talk about, that you are campaigning about, that yes, indeed, our personal has all of the contacts, our personal know who to interact with, job will come, there'll be a lot of companies, there'll be a lot of things happening. Where are we today? We're going to nearly 2 years. Where are we? Instead of you holding your government accountable and saying, no, we went to the people in the villages, in the town, in the city, in the trenches, and told them that indeed this will happen when you take power. So even Prophet Key, let me be frank, even though I don't like Prophet Key, but just for Prophet Key speaking out on the issue of rape, the way it sounded, I gave it out to him. Look, these are things we keep talking about, that Liberians should stand up. You can continue to vote. You vote today, the same people come and manipulate you and get rich, put their children, put their family members on payroll, travel to all of the best cities around the world, leave you in poverty. You wait for 2029. Is that so? Your life is just about voting? No. So President Bwaka, you have to wake up. You have to wake up, because if you see this kind of thing happening, no amount of politics, no amount of insults coming from your government officials, they sit on one day platform and just be talking. Look, reality is different from any kind of politics that you want to say. Look, Mr. Kane, I saw this video trending on social media from GFK that our babies' mothers, 2, 3 lying down on the same bed, allegedly, according to that video, according to unconfirmed reports. Is that not worrisome? You think that politics? It's not politics. So politics is just about you convincing someone, tell them that I can do more than what Mr. Kane was doing for you, for example. So let's just take into consideration that Mr. Bede built one bridge in Grand came out. So what the government can do now, or maybe in Bapolu or Bopolu County, or Bapolu or Bopolu City, tell the citizen that, okay, Musa Bede built a bridge here. Okay, we'll build 5 bridges here for you. So that's what we're talking about. It's not about insult. It's not about trouble. It's not about religion. But these people succeeded in brainwashing most of you. That's why you get angry with your brothers. That's why you get angry with your sisters whenever they want to associate. Because I don't see no reason for which some of you just get into your feelings. You just get angry. No, hear nothing. So the question to you is, what are you getting angry of? Are you getting angry because someone want to exercise a political friendship, or what? Because I think you're supposed to be getting angry with the politicians or with the leaders who continue to take our lives backward. Someone on break, like for example, they go to a concession company and go talk there. When you go talk, if you on break, like for example, 2FM gave me leave. I go home and leave. I have nothing to do with, except maybe somebody call me and say, oh, maybe I want number from 2FM, I want to do business. I send it straight to the office. I'm on leave. I have nothing to sign, no document business, no any kind of transactions or anything that has to do with 2FM, because I'm on leave. So when you go for a break, How come most of our leaders, they will come to you and lie because that's all you like. And the people, they know that you let lies. So they will lie to you over and again. That's what you like. So they will tell you that, look at Sir Joseph justifying. Sir Joseph justifying about a visitation to Nimba. Someone who just from a, I don't know, People Action Party justifying that infiltration. In fact, he been fighting with the AML deal, yeah, and all kinds of things he was saying. Then what they carry you to the camp? Where you go do that secretly? But these are leaders that you insult people for. These are people that you put your neck on chopping board for. When we come here to talk to you, to tell you that your lives are going backward just because of the kind of leader we have today, you think that we are joking. To you, it's okay. And they understand that politics make you happy. I tell you, the people don't know. They know well that politics make you happy. All those people that were jumping yesterday that were supporting leaving from CDC, few months from now or a year from now, you will say, maybe I'm talking. They will come back. You know why? They will be thinking that, okay, I'm going to Joseph Boga, Joseph Boga, they put that leg anymore. So let's go to the side now where we're thinking that maybe come and like they win or not. And who will lead there? You're going to lead into all of the insults on Facebook, attack on Facebook. You don't even know who's following you. Every day you are into your feelings. You are attacking people. You are insulting people just for politicians. So to our police today, let me be frank, even though thank God to the 102 later on that Mr. Cannon stated, he came back. Look, when we come here, some of us, we come here with love for country. Call all of your politicians, those who are in power today, call them. Ask them. We don't care about individual. We care about the country. So when you voted for yesterday, I thought you voted against bad happening in the nation. How come today you are celebrating everything? So then that means that you hate people. I'm not saying that you really want to vote just because you want to get people out. Maybe you want to, or maybe you want to settle the system, or maybe you want to, or maybe for Liberia to be better. Well, it's like maybe you have personal issues with people. It's bad. What is wrong yesterday is wrong today. So, President Bwaka, those of you who are following, thank God that you're watching. And you're watching all of the lives, you're following all of the happening today. And I guess no amount of politics. When the people are fed up, no amount of politics. Nothing you can do to bring their minds back. The thing that helped the Unity Party, let me tell you. I want to say some of us, we don't need to politics, but we are there politics. Unity Party by ourselves, even up to now you in power, your party headquarters is still empty. To tell you that you don't even love yourself. That's the first thing. Your party headquarters is empty just because you don't want to even give little something to your partisan. So you want your partisan to continue to be begging here and there. No system, nothing you have. So your party headquarters is empty day and night. You are September 17. This month should have been one of your best months ever. It should have been celebrated. Giving back to partisan, appreciating them, telling them thank you. But you don't care anymore. Where you have power already. So Mr. Connor, right? Those of you out there, people, don't hate your brother for no reason. Don't hate any of your brother or your relatives just because they are on party A and you are on party B. Because all of the politicians, most of them, they are the same. They are the same. But when opportunity is given you as a leader, make good use of that opportunity for the betterment of your country. So that tomorrow, if you are no more, people will feel happy and say, yes, when this person was here, this is what happened. But today, most of you leaders, you won't be remembered for anything. Because all of the thing you think about is how to corrupt the system, how to legalize theft. That's your motive. That's your thinking. How to legalize theft. To pay people 15,000, 10,000. See? Well, thanks to all of you folks. Those of you who just joined, we gone 8 minutes after 7. At 7:30, we will activate the line so that we hear from you, our channel listeners. But again, that's a society that we find ourselves in as a nation today. I know some of you've been following, and I know that you have your own take on some of the issues. Let's be frank. Let's allow people to associate. Even when they were with us before, and they are no longer with us, don't insult them. Because there were good times, and there will be bad times. But we make politics terrible that even by the time people leave our side or maybe our camp, we see them like we want to insult them. Even when they are not on our side or on our camp, we want to insult them. And to the police, if you go back to the Police Act of 2015, that was signed into law 2016, July 22nd, you will know that the police should not have anything that have to do with party politics and so forth. You are not partisan. You are not partisan. Well, sometimes the way some of you can behave with your emotions, with your way of behaving, like, I don't know, you want your people. Look, you can be a commander. The way you will react to your citizens, they will love you more and more. Even if somebody gave you commands, he said, go down there and do this. Amen. Even the way you react, your commander will tell you that, yes, indeed, even though I gave that kind of, harsh or command or so forth, but thank God, thank you so much for doing, or maybe, for what you did. But we don't care. As soon as the commander tell you something exactly what you want to do, even if the commander tell you that launch, so you will launch. No! Huh? Sometimes you got to think. Because those people that you're going to either say anything to, you don't know whether they are your family members, whether they are your relatives, you don't care. And there are difference between protest and peaceful assembly or peaceful assembly and so forth. So sometimes police officers, they each and every got to get rid of the too many tear gas. Let's be frank. Too many tear gas make things to look like we don't want our citizens to even have their own freedom of assembly. Because by the time people think about standing up for their rights, the next thing that they'll be thinking about is police reactions. How are police going to react to them? That's what we keep saying. The nation look like we are still into 1980 regime or 1980 regime, because that's the kind of society we find ourselves in, like the PRC. In this age and time, the security and the citizen, at least there should be a conversation between them. Because at the end of the day, the security will go back to the community. But you make things look like you don't care anymore, because why? That person, they come from another party, or and you hate the party. That's some of them how they see you. Because of your reactions. Today, if you're going to carry water, whole truck, maybe two, in fact, that same truck that you carry today with people, if you're going to put enough water in that truck and get to the people, your citizens, your people, who told you that you didn't do that? Give them water. Give them water. Tell them that, yes, we want you to remain peaceful, but you people should also be on this side, because other people have to go their way. They will understand. understand. Most of the, you know, that why you when you heard the police RG what you were talking about de-escalating things, that's the thing. You know very well that MCC people coming today, and you wanted to cause some kind of more tension between you and the people. You think who that going to go against? It's going to go against you, whether you like it or not. Whether we started, who not start anything, it will go against you. So please, people, let's be able to exercise things, you know, even when it comes to journalists, you see their reactions, they're always angry. Even by the time you call the media, you work with, or you work the media station that you with, they will get angry. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why are you getting angry? It's a thing to even tell a journalist that, no, this place, I think the other side, but he start shouting. He start shouting. So you make, look, we got to get rid of so many people within our security system, maybe friend. Maybe that's the only way that we'll have a civilized security network. Other than that, we'll continue to see ourselves with the kind of more police rioting all of the time with students. If you're not students, are peaceful people that want to assemble a political party rally and so forth. We have to stop. Caroline, I agree with you, but there are differences. There are issues that you call, or the way you want to call it, Caroline. Sometimes, look, let's be real and let's be truthful to ourselves. There are so many things, Caroline, that sometimes the security themselves, they know very well that even when they go back into the closet, they know sometimes they can say, but the other issue not need any kind of tension, but maybe based on what happened. But they'll not come back to you publicly and can tell you that, yes, because of this, because of that. No. No. There are issues that sometimes need no attention. Like Mr. Kana was saying today, no need for all that tear gas, hauling and pulling, making all kinds of comments with people, you and people. You see police officers acting like they are on battlefield, all those things. It's not necessary. It's not necessary, Caroline. Go and read the police out of 2015. This is not only unique to this government, even the CDC time. The only difference I saw was, I don't know, when Soup or who were protesting at the U.S. embassy there. What I saw there, I saw that the police were feeding people. I think so far that was the only little difference that I really see when it comes to our policing and so forth. Because the police have to be close to the citizen. Caroline, what we're saying. But party here, but one party, then you're angry. I hope, Caroline, I hope that you're grabbing something. You will make people to believe that you are partisan. Most definitely, how people do it because you're always angry. It's bad. No reason. Yeah, Morris, you're right. No reason. Yeah, that's so why are you? Oh God. Look, we're gonna be fair enough to ourselves. There are a lot of police officers who need, actually, even if you don't want to give me some of the comments, I think you got to recalibrate. You got to, look, you have to stop the party policing or those of you who think that, or if I were thinking that you want to use the police to carry your partisan business, then you have to stop. That place is for no partisan. No partisan. You see, I think time will come. In fact, we got a mail law where maybe some of the people, in fact, they got to be voted for. Maybe the only way that the police, maybe we'll have, and maybe independent police. Maybe that the only time that we'll have the kind of why you tear get people for to know here no thing. Now they want to know how to go and say no. You know what we come for. And thanks to also to the CDC here, you know, for them really controlling that entire crowd today. For me, it was good. Because we can be having guests coming in our country. Then we're fighting each other. Just because of party politics or just because of politics. So it's bad, people. Thanks to all of you people. Actually, for me, that's my observation with the entire CDC and that of Unity, the Liberia National Police, hauling and pulling and so forth. Even though later on, the 102 went there and we were able at least to put everything under control and make sure that at least they say yes. Now we're not gonna be every little thing we fight. Every little thing we fight. Every little thing we fight. That's how we look. We are too hungry for little or nothing. Every on the internet, you see people causing each other. But again, folks, thanks to all of you. Yes, I think over the weekend, there were so many news also reaching from some lawmakers or senators that were seen in Nimba. And we want to say thanks to Yan Twine. Yan Twine, who also, in fact, he's a whistleblower now. I think he's a light now. He's a light. So I want to say thanks to Yan Twine. Yan Twine been talking. Musa Hassan Benedict and the rest of the team. Thanks to all of you for making things work, at least for our people. Look, if Liberia is better, like Mr. Kenneth said, there'll be no meaning, you don't be seeing all the different political parties in here right today. No. No. So those of you who have the power in your hand, don't waste your time and be lying to the people, maybe in space, because the internet are using, for me, I call it space. So you use the internet, and the real issues on the ground is far different from what you're posting or what you're saying. Everything our people want right now is impact, direct impact. Let me show this photo from Grand Kema, where one of our colleagues, Charles Yet, posted about, I don't know, says what kind of young. Yeah, a lot of very interesting. Now the youth center. Let me show you a youth center. It's just to be clapping for politicians. It's just to be insulting your brother and sister for politicians. Let me show you youth center. Then you will know what we're talking about. Okay, good. This is the youth center. Good. Let me see the youth. Oh, the country interesting. Love you and your mate. So those of you who are in the habit of insulting people, this is your youth center in Grand Mount, according to Charles B. Ye. We are quoting Charles B. Ye. So that the youth center there. Caroline, that the youth center. So if you have young people who are the future leaders, those ones who are supposed to be on top of the game now, because we are in the 21st century, where the issue of internet, in fact, whether we even have any AI, see that, I don't know what you call it, the youth center there in Grand Mount, where people are getting millions of dollars from if not every month, every day, or every week, or every time. But that's the youth center. Go there, those of you who are watching. So you want us to come here? Maybe I should waste my time, Caroline, to waste my time here, come and say, yeah, the politicians, they are doing better? I think if you all get issue with some of us, we have no problem, but we have our own opinions on issues. That's why we are the watchdog. So no matter how you want to term it, but go ahead, see this center, see this place. Let me go back. Let me see some of the things. Good. Okay. Let me think so. No, let me think this one. Okay, good. Good. See the youth center. Even ask the people that are even taking the resources from our land. Ask them whether even they are, I don't want to use some what people feel that maybe, well, yeah, I don't want to go that way. But ask them whether they can even use their place for their young people to even have even meeting. Carry on. So that's why when we come here, we don't want to waste our energy and time. We know the politicians. We know how they behave. If I'm going to be singing praises to them every day, Caroline, and that's what you want. But see the lives of our people. See youth center. And for our leaders, those government officials, it's okay with them because they're getting their kickback. Their children are not here. If not, most of their children also have diplomatic passports that they travel back to back. So they see these things as like they are doing favor for the people. Yes, let's do favor for them. Build them. Yeah, that thing okay, man. Hey, what thing? Youth center. Have you seen any satellite dish or anything on that? And I don't want to call it makeshift or that building? Nothing. It's a youth center. So what the young people are going to see in there? That thing completely look like video club. When we used to watch movies by them, this is how those video clubs before that, how they used to build the video clubs with plank or sometimes plywood. You build this place and you call it youth center in this age and time, but you carry millions of dollars from Franklin County. But I don't blame these people. No one told Charles here today. I don't blame this company or all these people because it is bad leadership. You have bad leadership who think that all they want is how to steal from their own people. Again, the people keep clapping for them. They're happy that yes, indeed, that people stealing from them. So you see where are we? It's the youth center that from Grand came out. I don't want to say, Morris, Morris, I don't want to say that before people feel that maybe I'm too, because they can use some maybe water of sarcastic or so forth. No, I don't want to say that way. But Morris, you are right. These are things that our people in the Leeward counties or in the other counties are going through. It takes the people resources. Certain group of people, few hundred of people continue to benefit. And you see politics as your happiness. You want to insult your brother who are also struggling with you. Oh, you see something who come here with it. I don't know who pushed it, but I don't know, common sense better than what. I think that one of the ministers, if not Jabate, my Jabate posted about master, I don't know, common sense better than master. Yeah, because even someone wouldn't even go to school. Hey man, what kind of center is this? You want to treat your people like they are nobody just because they gave you authority, just because they gave you little time for you to serve them. Some of you been into these positions for 12 years, some of you 9 years, some of you 10 years, some of you 18 years. No, now you sent Jacob. Don't get that. I said that with the problem. You people saying we are the problem. See that. 3 minutes to 7:30, and at 7:30 we're going to activate the line and hear from you, our listeners. But again, we have to stand up for me. Now I can say to all of us as people, instead of us just downing and whining with the politicians, we have to stand up and tell them the truth, that they're not doing well for our society or for our country. Because the reason why these people continue to fail you is because you pressing to them. Even in their bad behavior towards you, you are always pressing to them. Standing tall for you to worship them. Can you imagine? One lawmaker go stand somewhere, see money, 100% surrounding the person, then you're walking. Is that not shame and disgrace? That men and women will be working with you like just because they feel that maybe you will give them little or nothing. And you think that we are making progress? And you think that all is well, but you go on the internet, you take long paper and read, you read all kinds of, look here. Look, but this time Liberians are looking for people that can deliver. Tangible, they no more care about how many sheets you put together, how many writing you can do. You can write from your neighbor county. Nobody care anymore about that. People thinking about how their lives will get better. See the kind of my embarrassment. And because of this same B Mountain today, some of you voted against the previous government. But has things changed? God be God, our Father. Anyway, let's move to the line to interact with you, our dear channel listeners, please. Yes, indeed, keep a calls coming to 0770-203125. That's the number for you to call. Yeah, Robert, you're right. Every time when you want to hold the politician, the same politician will come and tell you, say, that for example, Melbourne damage the country is interesting. They put damage the country, but they are carrying home 15,000, 10,000, and 20,000. Yeah, my dear brother, good evening. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Peter.
I want to say thank you to you and your co-panelists this evening. Labour, we just left the airport where we went jubilantly to receive our leader, but then we met a police who were saying one thing, terrorism and violence. Therefore, as I'm speaking right now, my whole eyes are burning, seeing the tear gas in this morning. Those guys who were nowhere violent, who were in their country, our battleground, were there thinking, and the moment after we arrived, they started to tear gas us. Nobody know why they did it, but that's it. But I got one message for them. Their tear gas will not deter us. We remain resolute, we will remain unbreaking, we will remain uncompromising. We don't owe anybody apologies, but we are on a mission to tell Waka and road and punish that the country is not their past or their property.
All right, thank you. To this caller, good evening. I don't talk to people in our phone, mama. Hello? Yes. Yeah, thank you, my brother, for joining us.
There's something I want to make clear here. This is not about parties at all. Though I'm a unity participant, but the thing is the police is doing it. It's doing the law, the work of the law. You see, you should get things.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, so, yes, you are correct, but go ahead.
Because you said the party. I don't think it's partisan.
Okay.
Let me tell you what happened to me I think up to the year. The book citizen president, August 26th. I was in the hospital. I didn't see it because my phone was down. But I heard it. The 24th on a Sunday. I took my car, I went to Lone Star, I started sick. I stood at Lone Star by my car to do a recording. All the judicial read from inside the fence, the old fence, and jumped on me.
From our old fans, hello, these are allegations. And you said you were recording, right?
Of course.
Okay, so can you send me? Hello, listen. So can you send me the recording so I can see it for myself?
I'm not listening. If they don't tell me, talk my phone, talk my car key, talk my money, and rent back in your thing. I rent behind them.
Whether a lot of the party headquarters was stay active or a lot of police are already.
I just told you to put the place down.
But they are sure you that is citizen or maybe the CDC.
Okay, let me tell you. Okay, you know what happened with that?
Hey, my man, how sure are you about asking question? How sure are you that is CDC? You just come here because you want to bring us into another argument or what put it. It's a CDC people jump on you, and the people they don't sleep to the party headquarters. They don't go there until maybe what their issues or maybe what they have having with by that time, having with what there. So when things happen to you around the party headquarters, according to you or former CC party headquarters, and you are recording. Oh, Liberians. Hello to this caller. Good evening. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, but I don't want you to make us story to come waste our time because most of this story there's no evidence. Man, don't waste people time, man. Hello to this caller. Yeah, go ahead, Amos.
I know you think of you or because you don't like to do people with.
No, I left for people, but I'm not like any kind of story that I don't have. No. No, hello. I cut someone off. In fact, the first caller I cut him off just because of saying anything. So maybe you don't been following. No, but, so you wrong me. So apologize. No, take it back. but maybe you are saying something. Maybe, or maybe. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, the testimony are responsible for the ways that our punishment begins.
Okay.
When they draw you up in your coming up, the KFN platform.
No. Let's talk about my hello. Let's talk about mine, please.
Okay, yes. Decide to start the punishment. Don't go there. We're right. Yeah, they're right. But forget that airport is very small. That airport, they're not Paris airport.
So hello. I can ask you that you doing when so you want hello, my young man. If you want to do that, I will block you because I want to have a very friendly conversation. I want to ask you, during the 2023 elections, if you can still recall, this current president also, when he came from the US, he was received at that same airport. Am I lying?
He was received, but
hey, hello. He was received at that same airport. Am I lying?
He was received, but not in violent way.
Oh, no. So no, hello. I don't want you to come here and come bring your lies. Okay. Hello to this caller. Good evening. Go ahead. All right. Thank you. To this caller, good evening. Keep your calls coming 0770203125. That's the number for you to call. I will not say that for some of you to lie. I will give you all of the other opportunity. I will also checkmate you if you want to lie here. When we stay around, we're not dying. Then you want Alec that you come in do what? Hello to this caller. Good evening. Yeah. Thank you, my brother. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Maybe sometimes I wonder why is it that when former president is coming to put you get 500 police at airport. Is he coming with trouble?
That's a $1 million question that we should be asking each other.
So then he's coming back to his home. Everybody had a right to go and meet whosoever they want to meet. If the poor are going to go and meet them, you ask me why should you go and deploy 500 police officers to cause problem? But even if something was happening today, they were going to go and give them. They don't want to bring international guys to come and see what they're doing in the country. So if you're going to bring up violence today, you're going to pay for the government. So I'm not why do you think they're going to come in now in America to the hospital? He's calling his men to do things out of the way they got for somebody information minister, assistant minister to be arrested up to this now. They're still keeping him. They're importing in and leaving and going to Tina. Now importing president. We are coming, former president. We are coming back to the country like his country. They're not doing shit with guns. People want to receive him and they to feel they were missing. So I know why people was taking a big issue. Let us try and focus and do something fun for us to balance it, man. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother. That's how a good citizen talk. Peace is the best. Hello to this caller. Good evening. Yeah, thank you, my dear, for joining us.
Thank you. So we talk about who are the airport to receive the thing that's fine, granted. So can you just kindly say to us what were those things that they were saying that prompted the police to be active? What it is the right? Two ways to look at it. One, the airport does not have enough space. That all of those people that went there, we expected them to enter the airport, but we should know that it is wrong. Nobody's talking about it. The next thing, they started directly insulting both of us. I watched a video, you called them insulting, you are it. I know you did that enough to say you are in the video to insulting. It's not enough for the police to react. For God's sake.
All right. So I don't know whether they were insulting the police, so maybe they want the police to react, or who they were insulting. That's going to be interesting, like, very interesting. So I don't know who they were. So even if the police maybe arrest them now, who the police going to arrest them for? I don't know. But again, to this caller, good evening. Yes, my dear, go ahead.
I need to explain about when I was talking to you phone. The way the police behaving these days, our president Joseph Boga, they are bringing the party policies and more on what they say. They're not going to what they proceeding. People going at the airport to go receive a brother deal. They're not going to see the way protest. They want to receive that brother deal. They have to do a pass. During 6 years, nobody want to stop any partisan or the other partisan, even any partisan to stop them not to go receive that political deal. They have to always. So
even the 3 days, the CMC political leader.
Okay, so I don't know what to call when anytime about CDC or George is coming to the country. Who will receive it about CDC? The police can very get angry. I don't know what they can very get angry for. Why you very get angry for that angry spirit? They get in there. So it's about CDC partisan. They can do CDC partisan. They can get angry. And now, up to now, they still get angry. But they got to kill them after a big chaos in the country. Neighbor who want to get a chaos. But we're not praying for them. Neighbor will be in the country. But the police have to proceed. They got to proceed. They'll be shut in the country. Neighbor. But we are looking at. But so without realizing, we can see the parking happening. We say we parking because in happen to us. When happen to other people, they sell it to Jimmy. When it happens there, so it has to be so.
We're supposed to be united. Thank you, my dear brother. We're supposed to be united as people. Today's caller, good evening.
My name is Fufinke. I come from Jacobstown. Yeah, so I listen to the different talking points. In fact, let me state this on the record. The Constitution provides what we pay for assembly, but it also comes with responsibilities. So, why is it you got a right to peaceful assembly? Cannot impede other people's free movement. Today, the intent of citizens who want to welcome the former president was good, but there were some of them who have bad motives, and some of them who thought that they wanted to just erase the peace and free movement of other citizens. That which, of course, the police were able to move swiftly. This country belongs to everybody. And government comes, the government go, we have to protect the Constitution, which of course this government has committed to, protecting the Constitution and the citizens of this country. But maybe ANC has the political leader around here. They did the political leader of CNC. Why did they travel and come back? Look at every year. What else did they travel and come back? The last time you were in America, he came back, nobody heard about it.
No, hello, point of correction. The CMC, they welcome the political leader a few times at the same airport with real crowd that we can also talk about. Yes, so but the question should go back to you. The question should go back to you as supporter of this government as to what you think that this thing is happening whenever it comes to certain political party or certain group of people.
The guys just want to be lawless. They just want to create a scene that this country is ungovernable. There is no rule of law here. There is no peace and security. So go ahead and say, ANC is here.
All right. You go off the line. Maybe your credit finish. Hello, today's caller. Good evening. Yes. Good evening, my dear. I will come to that, but I don't go ahead. All right, thank you. Don't come talk to other people. That discuss the other issues and forget about attacks on people. Yeah, go straight to the issues, please. If you want to attack people, you go on your own Facebook page. Those of you who can attack, for us here, we discuss the other issues. So keep your calls coming 0770203125. Or look, like very interesting. Maybe they are going to, maybe people can be thinking in people heart to, they know what you will say. So maybe that's why the police. According to somebody called, no, very interesting. Yeah, hello, good evening, my dear.
My name is Samuel Reyu. I want to call you last time my son there from the airport, from the airport.
Yeah, and we got to talk.
I wanted to make a appointment with you to come on your show, and I now have the chance. So I don't know when I will be able to.
Yeah, so let's see, because I wanted for the team to be around before you come on the show. So call me, maybe on tomorrow afternoon, call me, okay? Then we'll plan it, yeah?
Okay, sir.
All right, so let me get to this caller. David King, good evening. David King.
Yeah, hello, Mebo.
Hello, my dear brother, go ahead.
With the president,
The former president.
And we were tear gas today by the Liberian police, and we don't want this kind of intimidation. We are peaceful people. You know the peaceful nature of our leader, President. They have always been peaceful, but today they haven't heard from the Liberian National Police against supporters and partisans of the CDC. We see that as an affront. The American ambassador was headed to the airport today. He had to turn around and come back to town because of what the Unity Party, under the direct instruction of Nelson Fremont, did today to us. But we are not deterred. We just brought the former president right now as I speak to you. We are junction. The place is jam-packed. People are here in 1,000.
So, saying you are there, just give us the atmosphere when it comes to security. How everything with the security?
Security, we are providing our own security. Today at the airport, in the Boston Junction, we have the Liberian National Police fully deployed. As soon as 5 o'clock in the morning, they will deploy, and we will tear gas then on the airport. Right now,
some of your brothers are saying that you were making some statements. You care to tell us about that? What are some of the statements you were making?
Our statement we were making, it was not provocatory to the state security, but what we were saying to them So we were in government at the time. Joseph Boakai were in opposition. We gave him the leverage. Every person were got in to have the supporter going at the airport, who especially at the GRP lot, to wait for him whenever he was returning to the country. One this time they will stop around a total, a few stations and not allowing us to go to the airport. That was our own issue that we have with the state security. And we saw tear gas coming from all angles, and they all ran us, and later we regrouped and we came back. Yeah, you know they regrouped, but
David K, we are also getting a confirmed report that some of your partisans were also arrested. I don't know whether you get any clue.
Yeah, a few of our partisans were arrested, but one of our, the gatekeeper, the national gatekeeper, he was able to speak to 102, and he gave us assurance that our guys who were picked up by the police, he released them. As I speak to you, they were released.
Okay, cool.
They are all with us. All of them are with us, and we are in high gear. And 2029, the Liberian.
All right, when you're ready for that one, you can pay for airtime. Hello, today's caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mayborn. Good evening, sir.
Yes, go ahead, my brother.
Okay, this is Josiah Thompson. I'm calling you from Nimba County, this specific. I'm in Sunny Polo.
Thank you for joining us from Nimba.
Yeah, I'm watching you live, and just to speak to the issue today regarding the police actions, I think this government should be more responsible now to respond to allegations even coming from the international community that police brutality is going wild across the country. And if they can, for any reason, as a responsible government, think that, well, this is a security force that should be a friend of the citizens, and then always like they becoming brutal to those that they're supposed to protect. So what is the logo of the police saying to serve and protect? So I mean, these are questions that we have to raise to a responsible government, and especially if you have to come to people who feel that have been in government for a time of wherein some of us were not even born. So it sounds so unfortunate. It's very much frustrating to hear again that police have no other power. They have no other means of, let's say, associating themselves with the citizens that they protect, but only to always tear gas or fire bullets at them and whatever they think of that. Those that they are firing at are not Liberians. We are all Liberians. Nevertheless, you come from party A, party B, party C, D, and whatnot. Those are Liberians that organize themselves to be part of one group.
Yes.
They find themselves to be a part of.
Certain thing that we want to make them happy.
Yeah. So it is so unfortunate. And Bremen Kuma should go back to a drawing board. I don't know where actually he learned his policing from, and at what level he's actually exercising it. That always is only at the leverage of just exercising a force that would go against always the citizens or the common, I mean, Liberians that feel that they should be a part of their own happiness.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, my dear brother. Thank you for joining us from Nimba. Even if they're students, you will see the same thing. Today's caller, good evening.
Good evening, Nico. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank God for life.
Okay, this is Mahmoud Sebo. I'm calling you from Broadville. Nico, I really want to speak on the issue of what happened today at the airport. I really tried to figure out what was the issue that probably if they have you to restrain, not to get the crowd much at the airport like that, because that area is not only for Joseph Boakai coming to Liberia or Joe we are coming to Liberia. please select delegation to go and welcome this man and leave the crowd stand here. And you know what it would have taken even the crowd to just agree rather than confronting the police. That's one hand. Then the other one is, if all the crowd continue to resist that they want to, what that no other means by which the police were used to engage them, you know, like the way one of the time, remember, Ellie was having a problem with the AFL guy, and you know what she did? She walked to them.
Exactly.
They were advising her, don't go there, security is a really
that was the former the former soldiers, right?
Yeah, the former president Ellie Johnson.
No, I'm talking about the former soldiers because you're talking about the army. Because I can say recall myself at them, yes. Yes.
I know she walked to them. So, you know, it's a kind of two-way street. They're making some out to get time with their country and village, and they'll know I know where to go.
Brother. Yeah. Thank you. This caller will be our last caller. Then we'll close on this Monday edition of the SKTV show. So this caller, good evening.
Thank you, Mabel. This is the voice of Prince Olake. I'm from District 5. Mabel, I'm getting a flare on a daily basis. Can you imagine? We got 2029 at here. Looking at the tension between the Liberia National Police and that of Sedition. So if this tension keep mapping, we enter 2029, 2028, it will be very disaster. So I think it is now time that the council of churches and all reputable organizations come in. Look, the democracy in Liberia currently just looking like a rubber band. Like I told someone a few minutes ago, rather. Look, it's been squares by CDC, by the National Police, and that of all those people. Look, I'm afraid. My God, what will it result to? So the police today, when last year get to know that it is essential or that it is forbidden rather for somebody to go at the airport with their leaders. We saw here during the regional man study when CDC was coming with that man study step down campaign, it was Calando who moved that motorcycle and put gas in their bag, told them at their volume at the RIA. Even during the regional president we saw Ambassador Joseph Yuma Baka Alata being used waited at the airport. Today, what we take when former president we are coming, you guys dedicate somewhere for them to stand. And it be a fruitful
thank you, the police.
Yeah.
Oh
the
God.
National Police. Where are we? Where are the council of error? Where are the council of churches? Where are the Muslim community? When you want this thing for now, you think we'll have peaceful election in this country?
All right. Thank you, my dear brother, folks. We gotta go. Thank you, all of you. But those of you who may be thinking about all of these things, go back to the Police Act of 2015, and this an act to repeal the act of amending the executive law with respect to the National Police Force, as well as any other acts. Yes, indeed. So this act was approved on July 12, 2016. Police, Liberia National. Some of you, maybe you don't even know about these things. Go back and read the National Police Act of 2015. You and the citizen are not enemy. Let me just say that before I go home. Even the way you even arrest motorcyclists, the way you even arrest taxi drivers, the way you even arrest tricycle or the keke guys. Police. Let's be frank. I know you all have issues. That's why some of us, when we into some of these things, we don't even talk. We don't even act like in father. We even work with any media institution or that or whatsoever people come from. Because we want to go quietly and abide by every rule. But police, don't see yourself like partisan. Go back to that act. Every government are coming, people always say the partisan. Some of you, if you want to do your politics, resign. Resign. It's simple. Don't use the institution to bring in your political attitude. No. Don't do that. And that was some of you the way you are doing. You make the police to look like they are against certain group of people. You have to stop. And thank to the 1 or 2 today, at least. The 1 or 2 was able today to quickly intervene and say, no. You gotta have dialogue. Let's have friendly conversation. It's very simple, as some of the callers are saying. Put these people on place and tell them that, okay, don't pass so. That even bring water. Hey, man. These people who today that you are tear gassing here and there, they are your mothers, they are your brothers, they are your sisters, they are your uncles, they are your relatives, they are your family members. We got to stop. Politics will come and go. At the end of the day, the country remains. At the end of the day, the country remains. Even no matter which political party they come from. Today, where is true we party? I always saying this. Party will come and go. But again, we gotta go, people. Let's love Liberia. Think Liberia and build Liberia. You can't say you love Liberia. Those of you today who are rescuers, you can't say you love Liberia. And you are saying, some of you, what you are saying, you calling here and say, we don't know the intent of the people. No! Even what someone's saying, or maybe they want to say, look, these are sour talks. But again, that's a society. Everybody will want to defend their side. People will want to find a way to what? Be on their side. And you leave the country vulnerable. And you think that is well with you. Or maybe everything is okay. No. Things are not fine. Our peace, every time you hear people complain that things are not right, just because the way we do their politics, people insult people discussing national issues. Like one that guy from Lofa, I know one Benedict. I love him so much. Let me be frank. I like the way the guy talk about national issues, the way he discuss when he go on the radio and everything. Look, these are people that we're looking up to, so that they'll be able to educate the younger ones who are coming tomorrow. But not some of you. All you do out there is to join insult. Again, good night. Good night to all of you people. We got to go tomorrow by God's grace. We see you on tomorrow. But Liberia for all Liberians. Whether you for working on party, at the end of the day, you will say Liberia. You will say see Liberia on your certificate. Whether it's birth certificate, what kind of more documents you have. You see citizenship, you see Liberia. Good night from our end. We love you all, but please love Liberia the best.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. Blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The project is giving us here the premise from there. So welcome and life without again.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Clay Paris, who make you again Sktv-Lib. C'est ma chenille, tina ke ase ma jamu. Enji sano muni, se muaye yo. Enji lofa mui, muaye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the Lofa and Grandmaster.
Ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Salia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Nigeria ya tumale, Sktv, ena Nigeria, tosi wako maya tumale.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. My soul rather local and grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to serve. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rare. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside to Raji to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat to San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.